And I'm back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're now in the thick of Trial 2. But we are ourselves on trial. So that's troubling. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty or who is innocent. All I can do is hope to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. You've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting. But your defense attorney isn't even here yet. I'll be defending myself. Huh? Okay. Let's do this. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call this witness. Why did the judge ask Edgeworth why the witness didn't testify? It's like he already knows why. Well, if anybody's gonna raise an objection, I guess it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought Miss May's opinion would be all that was needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Duh. He gets to show off. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, oh my. Locutions confused. Name? My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a common phrase, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last one standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you've made peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Is anybody gonna ask why she's just behind the desk now? It's because that's where she's gonna be for the rest of the game, but whatever. Let's see. It was 9 p.m., I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. That's when I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him. A spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once, and she too was flabbergasted. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, and I'm afraid the defendant's guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright, defendant, your cross-examination. So I think they said the 8th statement. By the way, if anybody notices I take a break while speaking, it's because I'm looking up the guide, and sometimes the guide not being nice to me because I'm on my phone. Apologies if that ever happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth it knowing exactly what happened. Well, of course. Comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail? The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Oopsie. Wait right there. Mr. White, you dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated she saw the victim ran right. Huh? Oh, it's simple. You must have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claimed she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her running to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Maybe he really did see her run to the left. So, did he witness the killing? Wait a minute. Mr. Wright? Yes? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction? Well, both are telling the truth. For once. I doubt it. Rather, that doesn't clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting statements. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, she would have run left. Please! There's no time for jokes of ill taste. This is where the killer was standing! Order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, are you suggesting what I think you're saying? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. He's laughing? The hilarity of this moment has made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to be a test? One more. Very well. Good luck. Can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely, then, as I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, you ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Well, that's obviously wrong. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. It's even... Okay, this is totally wrong. You bet I will. She ran to the left. Well, this one was pretty obvious. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who said to this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused. I would like to request a 10-minute break. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request there be no break. Yeah, we want justice. Robber. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No more slipping out of this now, Mr. White. Okay. Well, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran to the door. And you did hit her with a single blow. Thwap! Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. My stomach is hurting. Oh, this guy's pathetic. Deal with it! It's almost over. Ugh. Press and do. Other window. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass light stand. Huh? Doesn't something seem strange? Yeah. I'll press further. Mr. White? What is it? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Okay, of course. Funny how his language is starting to become less... Well... Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass light stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would have been able to see. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to all of that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the light stand before it fell over. In fact, you'd have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have known or recognized the glass shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? Must have been the moment after that fell. And the only place you could have seen it was from inside the law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh. Oh, we're getting good now. Uh-oh. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia. Huh? Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Huh? That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Damn it! Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? Huh? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Oh, you bitch! The wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I don't like where this is going. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. Why do you do that? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by whom? You wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You're most correct, sir. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Coat law offices. That's when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this means. Gladly. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made all his position very clear. He is determined that Mr. White knew that the glass stand was in his office. He's shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White is the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been in the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for baseless conjecture. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Well, leave it to me. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered Fay and Coat law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. This is when I saw the glass light stand. So you say you saw the stand before the night of the incident? And this is how you were able to identify it? Correct! That is right. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Come on, Phoenix. Do you have any proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Was it really you that entered the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old found he was in the Faye law offices. They were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Damn it! Now, tell us why you went to Faye & Co. law offices. Why'd you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it! Maybe you rattled enough. Well, wait, I pressed all the statements. What the fuck? Okay, this says I've done everything. Weird. I wonder if I'm missing something. Yeah, I've already done these. It says to press all the statements. Weird. Ah, nope. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm afraid that's as far as you go. The time has come for you to admit defeat. But you fought honorably. No more? I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix? Phoenix. Over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. What the... Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost a trial. I was hallucinating. What the... You're finally awake. You gotta stop doing that. Phoenix? That's no way to greet an old friend. I want you to look at me. Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken her true powers. Wait, so she's channeling you? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me. Maya never gave up, and you can't either. That's why I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix, but listen. You've already won. What? You have that receipt from the court record, right? Yeah. The one with Maya written on it? White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of it. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a department store. $1,000? Item glass light stand? Date of purchase September 4th? That's right. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. What? Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court's about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Phoenix Wright. And are you okay? Yeah, sorry. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination is finished. All that's left is to pass judgment on the defendant. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth noted, the trial is more or less finished. Do you have an opinion on this matter? I say let us give him this last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Oh, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of it. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of this receipt? Well, a glass light stand. The date of purchase is... That's the day before the murder! You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible! Did I get that right on my first try? Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree that you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that's all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? How did he worm his way out of this? Wait, I forgot. Damn it. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claim. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry. Really? It's not going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. The completion of this trial will be postponed until what? He's just to come up with something. Not after Mia showed up to help me after all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. What's this? Uh-oh. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. I'm risking my life on this one. I have something I'd like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop it! Deceased! I said deceased, not desist. Please make him stop! How did you get that? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else, this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it! I hit Miss Mia with the thinker! Case closed, Your Honor. Ugh. Well, that worked. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright, you've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If you only knew how spirited it was. And has anybody got a question that Maya gained a few inches in height and bigger boobs out of nowhere? Well, this court finds the defendant, rather the defendant, Mr. Wright, not guilty! That is all. Court is adjourned. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. Well, I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live, huh? My time here is running out. What? Maya's powers are still pretty weak. I can't really stay here that long. What? But there's so much I want to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say around 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! Being here is kinda hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kinda worried you might not. Well, of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? But should see your face. What are you talking about? It's me. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? You look like you were her. Well, I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... What? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better than me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend would always call you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners now! You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices, huh? It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick. Let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! We're totally not in Japan, dummy! We're in California! There's a great burger joint down the street next to that ramen shop that's totally not here. Come on! Time's a wasting! Okay, wait up! And so begins an awesome journey. But that's case 1-2, and I will save it today because next time we jump into case 1-3, Turnabout Samurai. So I'll see you guys next time.